B2B, what does it mean? Be right back? No, it doesn't mean that. Back to basics. Josh has been throwing me all these crazy curveballs. It's hurt my brain. It's put me in a bad mood, okay? Some of your lives are so screwed up that it's, it even affects me. But Sarah's here too. But to be honest, I need a break from the craziness. So we're gonna go back to basics. Josh is throwing me a lob, just a softball. Just let me swing it. Let me swing at something. Just let me get a few home runs so that we can go back to the real hard questions so I can really change more people's lives. Okay? Because it was getting crazy out there. Take me back to 2010. Let's get to the messages.
Sponsored by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence.
Jordan's messages.
Dear Jordan and Josh and Sarah, how do I go about asking a girl out with overprotective parents? I have known her since freshman year. She is a junior and I am a senior. I have never really met her parents. I have said hi to them but never really talked to them. They are very overprotective and want to honor them the way I pursue their daughter. She knows I like her and she likes me. I was thinking about asking her to hang out in a group setting and find a way to get her parents to warm up to me. I have great relationships with her siblings, so hopefully that helps. I have liked her since I first met her, but I have only made my feeling clear in the last 7 months. Her parents are very conservative Christians, so I know that people have liked her in the past and her parents didn't improve. My walk with God is amazing. I just want to figure this out. It's losing sleep with. Okay, look. Okay, it's not irreparable damage what you have done, okay? But I'm going to say something that's going to wake you up enough that it's going to scare you and it's going to change your way. It's going to be a paradigm shift for you, and that's exactly what you need. Look, you haven't done anything terrible. You've got a great walk with God. That's amazing, okay, like you said. But that's not enough. You need to forget the girl. I'm not saying you can pursue her. That's fine. But forget her in your mind right now. And you are just focused on the parents. You have messed up, my friend, because you have gone a long time knowing her and her parents, and you've basically said hi to her dad. Not great, okay? We're thinking about the long game, okay? If you're with an overprotective parent with probably a sheltered person that you like, that's fine, okay? We were all sheltered here in some way in Messages Land, okay? Some more than others. You have to think of the long game. This is a chess match, okay? He's playing the game, you're playing the game, but the thing is, you haven't even sat down to the table to play the game. You just walked away from the table. Just at church, okay? Just say, hey, how you doing? Just go up and talk to him. Just ask him questions about his life, his job. You would be amazed at how these parents who are overprotective, they're really not that bad. I've known several of them, okay? They just want a young man to talk to them. just talk to them. They don't want these weird kids walking around who's, they never say anything. They're off to go play with their friends. Okay, they're how old are we? You need to show yourself as a peer in a way to this guy, even though you know that he's much older than you, but you're giving him the feeling that I want to understand you and your family. I care about your family. It's not that I just care about your daughter. I care about you guys. I care about everybody involved, because you're marrying the family too in a way, okay? So you want to make them feel like you care. Don't make it this big thing, okay? Don't make it this way. We're gonna sit down and talk. That's a terrible idea. This is a chess match. This is over months, maybe a year at this point, okay? You're talking to the man every time you see him. You're gonna go up and not make it awkward, but hey, just try and figure out a way.
Shake the man's hand.
Shake the man's hand. Look at him in the eye. Say something to him. Come up with anything. If he sees that you're actually trying, but don't make it feel like, oh, hey, I'm doing this just because of your daughter.
We need to talk.
Yeah, please don't do that. I mean, that would freak me out. We're playing it cool, long game. That's what we're thinking about. Change your mind. This isn't a big event. This is a big event over a year. So it's a small, tiny, it's big at that point. Big event. That's what we're going for, okay? I just solved your life, seriously. This is not an exaggeration. We use our various websites literally every single day. We fulfill store orders with our Blimey Cow site. I promote my podcast with my If Then Podcast website. And we promote our new homeschooling website, homeschoolwithus.com, through our Blimey Cow website too. I also have a page on my website about me making a video game. It's endless. The great thing is that all of it is so easy and stress-free thanks to Squarespace. We build our sites and purchase many of the URLs we use with Squarespace. Squarespace makes everything so easy, from email marketing to video creation with the Squarespace Video Studio app to site analytics. It's all 1 or 2 clicks away and easy to navigate. They have a template no matter what kind of site you want to create, whether it's a blog, a portfolio, web store, or whatever else you need. They all look great and you can customize them to look and do whatever you want. Everything I need for my site is right there on Squarespace. Squarespace helps us run our business and they can help you too. If you want your own space on the web, do it with Squarespace. Head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, go to our link, squarespace.com/cow, because there you're going to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/cow. Now, let's get back to the messages. Dear Josh and Jordan, hey, so basically I want a phone, but am not allowed to have one. I wouldn't mind so much, but I can never get an actually answer on why I can't have one. My dad always just say that they don't want to be a family where no one talks to each other and we just stare at phones all day. Both my parents literally have phones. Having a phone doesn't mean I have to be addicted to it. My mom convinced my dad to buy one phone that all my siblings share. I have 5. I am thankful for this, but it's really inconvenient. I mean, the phone is cracked and my little siblings always get it really dirty, and I can never have it when I want it. I am 13, my sister is 15, and she can't have one. Responsible, respectful to my parents, and I have the money to buy a phone.
I have the
You
money.
think there is anything I can do to convince my parents I can have a phone, or is this a lost cause? Thanks. Me and Sarah were at the airport. I hear a homeschooler talking to his other homeschool friend, and he said, no, actually it was his public school friend, because the public school friend said, you have a phone, right? And then the homeschooler was like, no, how do you think I talk to you? I use my dad's phone. and then the guy was like, you don't have your own phone? No. And he was like all happy, and that's how you need to be. Have that guy's attitude about it. He was so happy-go-lucky that he had a friend. He had one friend.
I didn't have a phone until I was 17. I got a phone for my 17th birthday. Actually, I got it a month early, so I was 16.
When'd you get your license?
20.
We don't talk about that in the Taylor household. That was the first time I brought that up in 5 years.
I got a phone. I think I got a phone when I was like 16 or 17. It was when I got my first job.
That's right. I got my first phone when I don't remember when I was. But I knew I got it later because all my friends had a phone and I didn't. And you know what? I didn't complain. I never brought it up. I never one time brought up, hey, I want a cell phone. I cannot imagine saying that to my mom and dad. I
want a phone!
I was shocked when I got a phone. My parents gave it to me for my birthday, and I was like, what?
See, I feel bad because I hate saying, these entitled kids, but it's like, you don't understand. The fact that you even have this conversation with your parents about you're 13 and that you want a phone and you kind of legitimately have a case, that is just beyond me. But look, now these days, we didn't have internet on our phones back then. So now, your phone is basically the phone. When will I allow my child to have a cell phone? It's not going to be when they start begging me. That's going to prolong this for 5-6 years.
The more you ask, the longer you wait.
Yes, you've got to learn. Look, everybody in their life has to learn the backwards principle. Okay, the backwards principle is a legitimate thing. It is a phenomenon. It's like sleep. If you want sleep, you can't want it too much, because if you want it too much, you're not going to be able to fall asleep because you're stressed out about it. If you want a cell phone, you can't beg for it too much because it gives weird vibes to your parents and then you're not going to get it. You have to not want a cell phone and then you get a cell phone. That's the backwards principle, okay? We've all learned this on Messages Land today. That is the principle that you need to live by 99% of the time in your life on almost everything, okay? And then you will realize, wow, I'm a laid-back person. I'm responsible now. I'm like respectful of others. I'm not begging for things anymore because, wow, if I'm content in my life, then things just kind of, they just start falling into your lap and it's like confusing. But it's the backwards principle. That's how it is, okay? That's how God designed this world. Don't ask me. Take it up with him. I'm only a halfway point between you and him. The backwards principle will change your life. Every single person who is watching this right now, it will change your life. B2B will not be the next hottest trend, Josh. Even, what is it called? Like LOL acronym. It's worthless. It was only useful for one day, for today. Because we're not going back to basics. Now we're going B2H, back to hard. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of you guys' lives. To be quite frank, I don't know what's gonna happen next week. We're gonna go B2H, and B2B is gone.
Except that we are going B2B back to bonus messages.
Back to B2B again. Every week. Every week. Actually, every other week. B2B bonus messages. If you are not, supportblimeycow.com is where you go to get the bonus messages. And you will get unlimited bonus messages. There's so many episodes now, and it will reveal all to you. Don't be messy. And leave good messages.